Heckin' son. Waking me up in the morning. Alright, breakfast Sayori, gotta get dressed. Someone's knocking at the door? Huh. Maybe Sayori wants to eat at my place today. At the front door. Hello? Speak of the devil. I take it you want to have breakfast at my place today. That's right, can I come in? Yep, get in here. I let Sayori into my house. After whipping up some biscuits and gravy, we both sit down to eat. You know, Sayori's house and my house look pretty similar. So yeah, for the dining room, I used like the BGs from Uncle Mugen, and I only had like, you know, one house worth of like backgrounds. So if you notice, like MC's house, the dining room is just Sayori's at a different camera angle. Because you'll notice the same Savannah painting colors. Like there's the kitchen in the back. That's MC's kitchen. So yeah, I'm poking fun of that right now. Said but at the same time, it's not that important. Hey, my dude. Oh yeah, you made really good gravy. Delish. Thanks. I thought I might have overdone it with the pepper, but I guess I was worried over nothing. Hey, my dude. Yes, Sayori? Thanks for inviting me over. I've really enjoyed spending more time with you. Yeah. This is a bit of an overcorrection from seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. So, yeah, my angle with this is I'm trying to do something different here. So, it's not just that, like, Sayori thinks we've noticed the depresso and is trying to mask extra hard. Because I don't think being like, hey, I love spending time with you, I'm having a great time, is a good, like, or even would be something Sayori would do. It would be like the response she would have to MC is worried about me. Like, cause like in the actual game, what she does is she gives like a fake smile and is like, see, I'm fine, I can smile, instead of, my dude, I love spending time with you, I'd like to do it more. So my angle for this is I'm doing something different. And I'm introducing that right now. And we'll talk more about it later. Sayori, are you feeling alright? What do you mean? I'm feeling good! Alright, just making sure. Stupid phone alarm. You heard the phone. Let's go, Sayori. Okay. We head out for school. School's out. It's club time. I enter the club room, finding everyone present except Monica. Sayori is focused on drawing something again. Aw, man. It appears I have manifested her through the use of my mind alone. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry about it. I only got here ahead of you by a couple seconds. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting up this club, not picking up piano. Sounds heavy. Yeah, picking up pianos are heavy. Go figure. Determination and passion. Aren't those pretty similar, though? Remember that the club wouldn't be here. First of all, you. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. It's all vanilla. I'm not talking chocolate. I'm not talking pie. I'm talking vanilla. Okay, Sayori 2. It's a whole day to eat. Get delicious food. Sayori 2. And already, I've established something different. Is that Sayori, like, isn't despondent on Friday. Did somebody say my name? Just using Natsuki, you can get back to your drawing. Okay! Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Some sort of weeaboo joke I'm too anglicized to understand. So yeah, like the lost in translation joke. See, the part of the fun for this is I'm establishing that my dude like is like a Western protagonist. Right, because like during day one, when he thinks to himself, oh yeah, the third years use this hallway, he's like, what the hell? What third years? Who the hell calls them that when they be juniors? Because like we don't call them third years in the States, and even still, I feel like third years might be seniors. I don't know. I'm too anglicized to understand this concept. And so when Natsuki's doing some manga nonsense, like he's just assuming that Natsuki's doing some weeaboo nonsense. He's too anglicized to understand, even though like lore-wise, setting-wise, Natsuki's like probably like Japanese or whatever. So like I'm actively highlighting the tension between the garbage unspoken world building of, yeah, this is Japan totally, but we're all speaking English totally, and we use dollars totally, allegedly use dollars. And I'm running with that angle, and like it's another piece of the my dude is not supposed to be here puzzle, is that he's like, what the hell is this weeaboo nonsense? I'm American. That's not my name at all. That joke makes no sense in translation, so I guess I was right. Huh? Why is Natsuki the one who's confused? Reactions aren't as fun. Excuse me. I have a sneaking suspicion we might be having another Yuri Nagase government's coming soon, which is the, we're supposed to, your reactions aren't as funny, excuse me. And so, my dude's like, I'm not having that. Hey, Sayori. She seems pretty focused on her drawing, way more so than when she just doodles. You drawing something for class or something? Huh? My dude, what are you doing over here? Sayori, I just asked you what you were drawing. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm trying to make designs for the pamphlets for manga making for the festival. Neat. Let me take a peek. Sure. Sayori scooches back so I can get a full view. It's a little simple, but a good kind of simple. Like, there aren't many details, but I know for a fact if I tried to replicate it, it'd be really hard. Sayori has had an artistic wrist, or whatever the drawing equivalent of a green thumb is. So are the final designs going to be just in pencil, or are you going to use color? Really? I didn't think about that! She wouldn't. I'm happy I could help. Quit being mean. Well, do you have any markers or anything on hand? I don't know, let me check. So starts rummaging. I already know it's filled with a bunch of loose papers that are going to get more wrinkly thanks to this. Ah, poo. I take it you didn't find anything. No. You could get some from the art room or something? Hey, that's a good idea. We should ask Monica. Hey, Monica! That hurt my ears. You don't have to yell that loud. We're all in the same room. Yeah, what is it, Sayori? Do you think we could get some art supplies from the art room? Why? For the pamphlet design, silly. Oh. You don't have to go all the way down there to the art room. There should be some markers and stuff in the room next to us. Since no one in there after hours, they should be free for the borrowing. Nice. Thanks, Monica. You're welcome. Come on, my dude. Let's go get some art supplies. Wait, why am I going? Tell me you're planning on bringing every single art as well as craft supply you find. No, it'll be fun. Wasn't I supposed to read more manga with Natsuki today? I glanced back toward where the other three girls were, but they seemed to have settled down without any major shenanigans. I looked toward the lockers, finding an expectant Natsuki. Sure, I'll help you get your stuff. Let me just let Natsuki know first. Huh? Hey, Natsuki. What, you finally remembered what you promised yesterday? What did you promise yesterday? I didn't forget. I'm just gonna help Sayori get her coloring supplies before I read with you. Since we're just heading into the room next door, it shouldn't take too long. Alright, but you better not start anything else when you get back. Yeah, I gotcha. Let's get those art supplies now, yeah? Alright. So, for the observant of you, you may have noticed that I have sort of, like, shifted around the events. And, like, because, like, on Friday, normally, Sayori should be, like, having a really bad rain cloud day. And, like, Monica's gonna go talk to her and, like, go tell her to, like, kill herself or whatever. Totally. This is canon, I assure you, totally. But I've already established that Sayori is different on multiple levels, because the first layer is, layer 1, Monica can't edit character files because they don't exist in a way that Monica would appreciate, or could influence. So, like, Sayori will only ever be as bad as day 1 Sayori. Which isn't that bad. Second thing, I'm establishing that Sayori's, like, condition is being expressed differently. Because, like, there's the overcorrection angle from earlier in the day, where she's, like, overly happy. And 3, I'm also establishing that, like, instead of getting the art supplies for the posters, we're instead having Sayori get the art supplies for pamphlet designs. So I'm sort of shifting events around. And if you notice, that means over the 3 days we have where, like, it would be possible to, like, pick a girl. Day 1, we read Yuri's book. We don't like, spend time with Yuri, but we do later. Day 2, we spend time with Natsuki. And now on day 3, we're spending time with Sayori. Anyway. We hit the class next door. My dude? Yeah? What did you promise Natsuki? Oh, you remember how Natsuki was having a rough day yesterday? Yeah? Well, reading her manga with her seemed to help, so I asked if she wanted to be with me. She wanted me to read with her again today. I can't read. And well, here we are. You're really sweet, my dude. You're always helping people. I have my moments. Now, where could those supplies be? We both look around the room for any place that seems like it'd be hiding markers. Do you think they'll be in that closet? Sure enough, in the direction Sayori's looking, there lies a closet. Worth a shot? Let's check it out. But my go over. Opening the door reveals that there are many things within the closet. Textbooks, loose paper, protractors, automatic circumcisers. Wait, what? Markers! Ah, good. That thing we came here for. Anything else you want to grab in there? Let's see. Ooh, there's crayons too. Let me just... Owie! Oh, shit. Crap. Sayori, are you okay? Ow. From the looks of what happened, it seems that when Sayori tried to grab the crayons, a bunch of stuff fell on her head and she fell down. Why does this closet have load-bearing crayons? Sayori now has her right hand directly over what I assume to be the point of impact. Sayori, how bad does it hurt? It hurts. Well, that's not very helpful. Alright, let me get a better look then. I make my way closer to her, nudging her arm out of the way. She doesn't resist or protest unless we get a closer look. I try to move Sayori's hair out of the way, but she winces. Oh, sorry, I'll try to be gentler. Round 2 with the hair goes better than the first, and I bear witness to Sayori's wound. It's a pretty nasty lump, but there's no sign of bleeding or blood loss. Alright, we should probably get you an ice pack for that. No, I'm fine. Sayori, you're literally crying tears of pain. You cannot convince me you're fine. Either go down to the nurse's office to get an ice pack, or I'll go get one for you. But you promised Natsuki that you'd read with her. I also promised that I wouldn't do anything else when I get back. We're not back yet, are we? Well, no. Thought so. So which will it be? Are you feeling good enough to make it to the nurse's office? Sayori tries to get up from where she fell down, but winces in pain again. Okay, you're not fit to go. I can see that. I'll be right back. I book it out of the room and start rushing down the halls toward the nurse's office. Just as I make it to the nurse's office, I can see the nurse coming out of it. Nice timing. After catching my breath for a second or two, I explain the situation with Sayori to the nurse. Nurse heads back in the office, comes back with an ice pack about 10 or so seconds later. With Sayori's ice pack secured, I begin running the return trip. I'm back! Sayori, what are you doing? Crack? From the looks of it, it seems like she's trying to clean up the mess that the crayons made. I leave you alone for a minute and you're already start working your broken body? Don't be so dramatic, my dude. I'm fine. Yeah, right. Just get this ice pack on there. Sayori does as I instruct, taking the ice pack from my hands and firmly applying it to her forehead. Directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Thanks, my dude. You're welcome, Sayori. You've always been taking care of me, even since we were little. Well, someone's got to. Hey, my dude. Yeah? Do you think we can stay like this forever? Injured in an empty classroom? I'd prefer not to. No, do you think we can be this close forever? You know, if you asked me this question 2 days ago, I wouldn't have thought about it too much. Or thought too much about it. But now? I don't want to lie to her or hurt her, but she might take the truth the wrong way. That truth being, Sayori, you are a notably good part of my life. I mean, the future's never certain with college on the horizon and everything, but I guess I hope we'll still be able to be close, even if we are far apart. Did I say too much? We remain silent for a moment, while Sayori seems to be deep in thought. Hey, my dude, we should head back. Natsuki's waiting for you, right? I guess you're right. Let me get those markers and crayons for you. After I scoop up our hard-fought bounty, We return to the clubroom. Finally, it took you long enough. Sayori, are you okay? She had a nasty bump after some things fell on her head. Please don't worry about me. I'm fine. Especially since I got this ice pack my dude gave me. With that, Sayori returns to her makeshift drawing station with the newly gained markers and crayons. I was mad at you, but that's a pretty good reason to be late. Well, no time like the present then. You have the second volume ready? Yeah, you're gonna love this one, trust me. Natsuki and I begin reading, sitting on the floor like yesterday. Ah, crap. This volume is actually kind of good. It certainly helps that the plot is actually going somewhere and not just introducing characters and their backstories. Natsuki's been a lot more commentative this time around. I'm guessing this is how she would have been yesterday if it wasn't such a bad day for her. We've only made it around 3/4 of the way through when... Okay, everyone. Dang it! Ah, you were really into it, weren't you, my dude? Maybe just a little. Let me share our poems now. With that, everyone gets their poem, including me. With my poem in hand, it's time to share. Share my poem with... I'm a little nervous to show Sayori my poem. Not because I don't think she'll like it. I'm sure she'll love it. It's just... I don't know. I've been really introspective lately. My dude? Oh, yeah, Sayori? Are you going to share your poem with me? Yeah. Here goes nothing. I give Sayori my poem. The 4 rocky planets. Around the Sun orbits 4 rocky planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Mercury has always been close, never straying too far. She has lots of energy, which she uses to cheer up all of her friends. The Sun treasures her compassion. Venus hides behind a thick layer of clouds, scared to reveal the surface beneath. One day, she trusted the Sun to see some of her surface. It was unique and beautiful. The Sun treasures her truth. Earth, full of life, is a chaotic planet. She has both turbulent storms and relaxing calm waters. Despite it all, she has the soft and nurturing environment to facilitate life. The Sun treasures her backhanded affection. Mars, despite being the most distant, helps keep the rest in order. Even if the Sun and her fellow planets get rowdy, she helps assure and direct. The Sun treasures her dignity. Even if the Sun has only really gotten to know Venus, Earth, and Mars recently, he can think of few others he would rather spend his afternoons with. Me too. Sayori reads the poem again, this time her eyes moving slower. I'm guessing she noticed something interesting, which, to be fair, is probably because my poem is very subtle. My dude, your poem. I love it. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad sign. Well, everyone's been putting their feelings into their poems, so I sort of figured it wasn't fair to me to just flail around while trying to find my footing, if that makes any sense. That, and I'm pretty sure you and Yuri have a misinformed impression of me. Sayori starts hugging my poem. Red flag? You did such a good job, my dude. This made me feel so warm and fuzzy. Oh, Sayori, of course you would put it like that. Never change. Can I read your poem now, Sayori? Also, I have to share that with the rest of the club too, you know. Oh, right. Sayori gives me my poem back. Alright, my dude. I think I did a good job putting my feelings into this poem too. With that, Sayori hands me her poem. So, if you remember, Sayori doesn't share her poem on this day because, like, her rain clouds, like, kick in extra hard, and she goes home early. And so, yeah, I had to make an executive decision, and this is the executive decision I made. Dear Sunshine Part 2, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. And I missed you too. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Or are you asking for something more? The same thing I'm asking for. I look above, the sky is blue. Rain clouds approach, but so do you. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. So I'm glad you're here, always beaming on me. I want your breakfast. So, if you're aware of how, like, the actual game goes, Yuri's love poem, or, like, basically, like, the confirmation that you have successfully Yuri routed, is that Yuri, like, says, the ghost poem part 2. And, spoilers, we'll be reading that later. So, with that in mind, my angle was, okay, Sayori, in this context, I've established is acting as like a valid doki, if that makes any sense. Like, because like in Act 1, Natsuki and Yuri, both valid dokis. You're both able to, for both of them, you're able to like lock the fuck in, and you write poems for them, and you get the CGs and all that. And Sayori, you kind of don't do that. Sayori is always like the third option that you have to deliberately go out of your way to choose. Sort of like almost independently of like the poems you write or whatever. And so I'm saying in this context, Sayori is just functional enough that she's pulling a Yuri and Natsuki and she's writing a love poem for you. And sort of my inspiration for this was like I was like, all right, if Yuri can get away with part 2, I'm gonna part 2 for Sayori. And then I looked at the I want breakfast, and then when I typed in I want your breakfast, it was like the gif of the guy with the quill in the fire. It was so hard. It went so hard. Anyway, I'm shook. So, what do you think? I know I sort of just extended the first poem I shared, but I think I did a great job showing how I feel. This is without a doubt one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I can't tell her that. What should I do? My dude, do you not like it? Sayori, it's really good, but... This is hurting her, this is hurting her, this is hurting her, this is... Damn it. What do you want for breakfast tomorrow? Eh? Please, misdirection. Please don't fail me now. Ooh, I want French toast. You got it, Sayori. I think it worked. Alright, I'm off to share with someone else now. Okay. Her poem really was precious. Alright, Natsuki time. At least I don't have to worry about her crushing on me. Right. Sup, poem? Alright, my dude. That's my poem. Oh, my dude. This is really cheesy. I mean, you're not wrong. The rest of you are putting your hearts into your poems, trying to give insights into your very souls, so... I just wanted to give at least a little bit of that effort in, you know? Didn't you say something about taking this club seriously? I guess I did. I like it. Although I wouldn't call my affection backhanded. And so I guess I sort of like, violated my own talking point where I'm trying to convey that Yuri, like, actually reads and cares about the poems. Wait, with Natsuki out here, like, actually being able to appreciate the 4 planets. So, but, I think we'll see later that someone has to actually appreciate this poem. We'll see. Oh, yeah? It feels pretty backhanded from here. Shut up, my dude. You're kind of proving my point, you know. Yeah, you should read my poem now. Let's see here. This poem is legible! Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Dang, my mind is full of troubles. Hey, this one's pretty good. To be honest, it resonates with me pretty personally. What, you like the beach? Nah, never mind. Why'd you pick to write about the beach anyway? Actually, Yuri and I both agreed to write about the same topic today. Huh. Well, thanks for sharing your poem with me. No problem, my dude. That was kind of a short sharing session. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm glad we didn't have too much to talk about. The simplicity was a nice break from all the thinking I've been doing. I guess Natsuki really was my beach, whether she knew it or not. Alright. Yuri's up now. It's gonna be alright, my dude. Your poem should help her get it. I hope. Hey, Yuri, you wanna read my poem? Of course, my dude. There, my poem. Hopefully it will convey my innermost thoughts and feelings. Yuri now reads. My dude. Yeah? Your writing has only improved these past few days, and this poem is the best one yet. Can really feel your emotions behind this one. God, I hope so. I'm a little envious of you. It never came this naturally for me at first. Oh, well. I guess for this one I just took what you said about true writing coming to heart and actually applied it. So I guess I have you to thank for this one. Is that so? Uh-oh. I think I might have overdone it. This feeling. Red flag? I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. Alright, time to interrupt Yuri before this gets out of hand. Speaking of that, do you mind sharing your poem with me? Huh? Oh, of course, my dude. Here. Oh, not a fan of that inflection. Yuri hands me your poem with shaking hands. I guess she was as nervous as I was, or maybe even more so. So yeah, remember that time Natsuki said that, she agreed with Yuri to make the beach poem? Yeah. Go figure. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. You know, this is incredibly frustrating. Under normal circumstances, I would be able to enjoy this. This is basically just a love confession, isn't it? But no! Everyone's got problems, weird things keep happening, and I'm in a love triangle. Assuming I'm not completely overthinking things, which I'm mostly sure I'm not. I try to hand it back to her, but do you dislike it? No, it's just that you've made things incredibly awkward for me. I don't know how to respond to that. I am a little surprised at Yuri's boldness for this poem. The other two took a lot more work to decipher. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's not what I meant, and I really don't need you to explain it for me. It's okay, Yuri. At the end of the day, I'm happy you trust me enough to share it with me. Yuri, I know for a fact you're overthinking right now. Please, don't do that. I don't bother trying to give the poem back a second time. Upon thinking about it, I doubt Yuri would want to share this with the rest of the club. Especially not with Sayori. Hey, you want to keep this poem? Yeah. My dude, you always make me feel so nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I'm good with you. It's really not funny at all. I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah. Anyway, I've got poems to share. See you around, Yuri. I quickly leave before Yuri can say anything else. Here's hoping I can maintain a healthy distance with everybody. Who should I share my poem with? Monica moment. Hey, Monica. Hi, my dude. Have you thought about what to submit to perform at the festival? Ah, crap. Look, yesterday was a lot, okay? I should have a poem for you by Saturday. Okay, I'm sure whatever you decide will turn out great. I'll be looking forward to see what you come up with. Anyway, see your poem for today. Sure thing. I can't believe that Monica is just so literate. Oh, my dude, I wasn't expecting that. In a good way, right? Yeah. It's actually really sweet, my dude. I didn't think you could feel that way. Did you say something, Monica? I'm happy that I like our club so much. This poem is kind of what I was hoping for when I first made it. The way Monica said that was kind of strange. Like, as if her reason to be club president changed after she founded it. Or something. I'm probably just reading into things too much again. I think Yuri is rubbing off on me. And as you can see, Monica... I've tried to establish throughout, like, the game where Monica's, like, facial expression will change based on my dude's internal thoughts, that Monica can't read this. Monica is aware like that. She's built omnipotent like that. I think Yuri's rubbing off on me. What's so funny, Monica? What, nothing. I'll share my poem with you now. That's the bold you. That's player you, by the way. In case you didn't notice. Alright. Monica gets out her poem but doesn't give it to me? The heck is she doing? An old tale. Tales of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift of the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, or twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Hey, it's like that thing I just conveyed. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Monica, I thought you were going to show me your poem. Did you see it? Did you get it? I wrote it just for you. No, you just had your poem in your hand. Monica, sweetheart, what do you think you're doing? I was just... After I put you in timeout yesterday, I thought you would have learnt your lesson by now. But no, you figured out how to edit parts of the sequences. Hey, call back. Monica's looking at how to get us on her end, and this is what she's playing at. She's learning. Careful. You're very lucky that I have plans for you too. But plans? What do you want with me? What I want? To tell a story, nothing more. And so I'm just a pawn to you? Well, everyone here is, so I wouldn't take it personally. Of course I'll take it personally. I'm actually aware. Your awareness isn't very special. Huh? I mean, how do you know that you're in a game? The knowledge just came to you on Tuesday, right? I think you understand what I'm getting at. Your awareness is an intentional part of this world. It comes with the presidency. So it isn't special. Any of the other girls could be aware in your absence. In fact, Sayori becomes aware after you... what am I saying? That won't matter to you anyway. What do you mean that won't matter to me? You know there's a player, and yet you ask for spoilers? Shame on you. Anyway, no more screen time for you until you get back in line. What? What just happened? I really wish Yuri gave me her beach poem instead. It would have made things a lot simpler for me. Okay, everyone. Huh? What's she doing? Are we done sharing, Monica? Huh? Yeah, I thought so. But I didn't get to see your poem, though. What do you mean, my dude? I showed you my poem. Okay, either she's lying or I've got onset Alzheimer's. Or Monica really doesn't want to share her poem. Do I care enough to correct her? I guess not. Yeah, sure, Monica. Anyway, we should start figuring out how to prepare for the festival. So in case you didn't notice, in the original scene, at this point, Sayori has already left the club, and yet, there she blows, smiling. What I'm doing, let's go in cupcakes. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. This is all vanilla. And I'm gonna help design them. That's true. Sayori's actually here, so she says what she's gonna do. Yes, you are, Sayori. As for Yuri, Yuri, you can... Seems like I make plans. She leans over to me. Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Ugh, I'm useless. I'm not a fan of that. Since Natsuki already has the food covered, and Monica and Sayori are handling the poem stuff, you could, think. Do some decorations? Yeah! A good poem performance needs a good atmosphere to go along with it. Good idea, my dude. You think you could do that, Yuri? If no one else got me, I know Sayori got me. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere! Wow! I guess she really likes atmosphere. And who could blame her? We need that to breathe. Yuri's expression becomes less intense, and she begins nodding to herself. I guess she was cooking up an atmospheric storm in there. Which, See, I wrote the line, I guess she cooking up an atmospheric storm in there. I didn't appreciate how funny it is. Because it's a bit redundant. So you'll be a great help, Yuri. Now what should you do, my dude? I mean, do we have anything else that really needs doing? Well, we got pretty intense tasks. Give them one of them a hand. You could maybe help me out as well. Monica said that last bit almost as a whisper, which is kind of weird if she's actually serious about wanting my help. Does she have something to be nervous about or hide? Yes. Well, I suppose it wouldn't mind a bit of help. Vanilla, 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 vanilla. 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 Nilla, 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 vanilla. Sounds like you're making excuses for my dude to... She probably is. What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Guys, please stop fighting. And Sayori's here. She would ask for that. Duly noted, because I think originally Monica does the stop fighting thing. My dude should decide who's helping, right, my dude? Yeah, so what will it be, my dude? Everyone looks at me expectantly. Which is kind of weird. Like, it's just festival preparations. It's not like the end of the world or anything. I mean, both Yuri and Natsuki have quite the workload, and Monica said she might also want my help, and we've got the whole weekend ahead of us. So I don't see why this is a whole dilemma. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got the time to help out everybody. Especially since we're only doing a small part for a skill festival. So, yeah. Why isn't anyone saying anything? My dude, we should sort out our schedules so we're not all just flinging my dude between us. That's a good point, I think. At Monica's wise words, we all get our phones out. First, I get Monica's and Natsuki's contact information just in case we need to shift things around. Natsuki was quick to point out that we should make the cupcakes together on Sunday. That way, they would be as fresh as possible for the festival on Monday. Since no one could argue with her logic, she reserved my Sunday afternoon. After that was sorted, she started heading home, asking me to send her my address after confirming the adequacy of my kitchen. Yuri decides that she would be painting a banner or two as part of her preparations. As a result, she decided to come over on Saturday morning to give the paint ample time to dry. After I agree, Yuri heads out, leaving only Monica and Sayori. Since Sayori is going to be drawing her designs directly onto the pamphlets, Monica reserves Sunday afternoon. That way, Sayori could start working on them by Sunday at the latest, and have my help Sunday evening if she needs it. With everything now sorted, Monica heads out too. Alright, my dude, ready to head home? I'm a little tuckered out from all that scheduling. But yeah, let's go. I got a busy weekend ahead of me. We leave the curb room and start the jetter home.